Hi students, now we are going to explain parallelogram law of vector addition. Just now in the previous video where we explained the triangle law of vector addition, I told you how to find the resultant of two given vectors A and B which are inclined to each other. Now the same two vectors I am going to consider. A and B are the two given vectors such that theta is the angle of inclination between the two vectors. How to find the resultant by the second method, namely parallelogram law of vector addition method. So what is the statement of a parallelogram law of vector? If the two given vectors are represented by the two adjacent sides of a parallelogram, you have to mention adjacent sides of a parallelogram, then their resultant is given by the diagonal passing through the common point of contact, or the common tail of the two given vectors. So for this parallelogram, there are two diagonals. So which diagonal is going to represent the resultant out of the two diagonals? Which diagonal is passing through the common point of contact between the two given vectors A and B, that is passing through the point O. So now we are going to represent the resultant vector by the diagonal OQ which is passing through, which is passing through the common point of contact of the two given vectors. So this will be the resultant vector as per the statement. Now whether you use triangle law or parallelogram law, given two vectors are A and B, the resultant should be the same, is it not? Just now we have derived the proof, we have derived the expression for what? The magnitude of the resultant vector and the direction of the resultant vector by triangle law. Here only the diagrammatic representation is going to change. All steps are as it is we have used for the triangle law of vector addition. So now you can see here the magnitude of the given vector A is equal to the length OP, and the magnitude of the given vector B is equal to the length OS. I am representing the vector A along the side OP of the parallelogram, and the vector B is represented along the side OS of the parallelogram. So OP and OS are the two adjacent sides of the parallelogram. So that the angle between these two vectors A and B, this angle between A and B is theta, and R is the diagonal which is passing through the common point O, and this resultant vector is making an angle alpha. Same symbols we are using as we have used just now in the triangle law of vector addition. Only the statement is different. Now I have completed the parallelogram, that is O, P, Q, S. The side OP and SQ are parallel. The sides OS and PQ are parallel. So the side OS must have the same length of the side PQ. So I will write first the magnitude of the vector A. The magnitude of the vector A is the modulus of the vector A, that is equal to the length of the side OP. Now the modulus of vector B, is equal to the magnitude B, and that is equal to the length of the side OS. But OS is parallel to PQ, so I can also write this is OS. But OS is also equal to what? The length of the side PQ as before. So same step we are going to continue. Similarly, now you can take the resultant vector R vector. So this R vector, which is also equal to vector A plus vector B. So the modulus of the vector R is equal to the magnitude R, that is equal to the length of the side OQ, that is the diagonal length of the diagonal OQ. Similarly, you can project this point Q, on the x-axis. So this angle is 90 degree. So that this angle, corresponding angle, this angle also is theta. So in the right angle triangle PQN, we will write what is the value of sine theta, what is the expression for cos theta. So first sine theta is equal to what? Opposite side qn by, okay, pq. Okay, I have written the same. Sine theta is equal to qn by pq. But pq, this side pq is also equal to the length os, that is equal to what? B. So I have substituted for qn divided by b, and I got this qn is equal to b sine theta. So that this side, this is equal to b sine theta. Similarly, I can show that this pn is equal to what? B cos theta. So this is what? B cos theta. Same steps. Just now we have derived for triangle law of vector addition, is it not? Then I want to find the magnitude of the resultant vector r. So the length of the side OQ is equal to the magnitude of the vector r. Okay. For that Pythagoras theorem I am going to apply in the triangle OQN, the larger right angle triangle OQN. So hypotenuse square, that is OQ square, is equal to ON square plus QN square. ON square plus QN square. But the length ON is equal to what? OA plus PN. So that ON square has now become what? OP plus PN the whole square plus the QN square. Now OP is equal to A, magnitude A. Then this PN is equal to B cos theta. So I am substituting B cos theta. So it becomes A plus B cos theta whole square plus QN. So what is QN is equal to B sin theta. So I have substituted for QN square as B sin theta the whole square. Then this is of the form A plus B whole square. So this is A square plus B square cos square theta plus 2 into A into B cos theta, 2AB cos theta, plus this term is what? B square into sin square theta. Then these two underlined terms, B square is the common factor. So B square into cos square theta plus sin square theta, that is equal to 1. And the third term is 2AB into cos theta. So that this becomes what? R square is equal to A square plus B square into 1 plus 2AB cos theta. Therefore, the magnitude of the resultant is given by what? R equal to square root of A square plus B square plus 2AB cos theta. Understand? Now, the direction of the resultant vector is given by the angle made by the resultant vector with one of the vectors. Say A here, it is a horizontal. So we have taken that alpha is the angle made by the resultant vector with the horizontal. So we have to get an expression for alpha. So I want to consider the triangle OQN, which is a larger right angle triangle. In this, what is the tangent value of alpha I am finding? That is equal to opposite side QN divided by the adjacent side ON. So QN by ON. Again, ON is the sum of OP and PN. OP and PN. And again I am substituting the terms. So I get tan alpha is equal to B sin theta by A plus B cos theta. Or alpha is equal to tan inverse of B sin theta by A plus B cos theta. Same steps of derivation for both the parallelogram law as well as triangle law. Only the statements are different. So my dear students, I will recall the statement once again. So what is the statement of parallelogram law of vector addition? If two given vectors are represented by the two adjacent sides of a parallelogram, be careful with words, they are not opposite sides, they are adjacent sides of a parallelogram. Okay, then their resultant is given by the diagonal, okay, passing through the common point of contact or the common tail of the two given vectors, where the two tails of the two vectors are meeting. I hope you must have understood. Okay, fine.